Crazy how fast you can pick up on Home's musical tendencies and still don't know what Numi sounds like. Okay, in my defense, chat, there was a time where Numi does not sound like Numi. Okay? Like, the Numi I know and the Numi that used to exist is not the same Numi, girl. We were talking about it, Numi... Like, I remember when we were talking about it, and Numi's like, I can't believe you thought we would get along. And I sit here and I'm like, yeah. There's one thing. That if you're gonna tell me something, and I consider us a friend, right? I don't lie. If we're not friends, I just don't respond. Like, you know that situation, chat, if someone's like, what do you think about it? And now you're in a position where they ask you your opinions, but deep down you know that you have to say something positive, because if you don't like it and you tell them your honest opinions, they will be upset. And you know that basically they just kind of want to hear you say something good about it, or nothing at all. So I will choose to say nothing at all if I'm just like, or I'll point out the good things about it. I don't quite like the concept, but I understand. I get the concept. You know, sometimes I feel like a lot of the things that happen is because you just kind of have to do it. There's no reason to it. You just have to do it. It's like if someone goes, what do you think? And you don't know them very well. Even if you think it's a bad thing, you can't say it. You have to say it's good. Because it's a polite thing to do. And then if you ask why, they'll be like, because you just do. I kind of don't like that. But I also kind of understand. Stop turning me bald, chat. What is up with this? Yeah, I never really understood it. However, I've also realized that instead, if you have nothing good to say nothing at all. So most of the time, if I don't like something and I don't know you very well, I say nothing at all. It's a social standard that you have to be positive about, but it doesn't actually benefit the person in the long run. That's what I'm saying. You know? Like, I think it's fine if something's not good. Something's not for everyone. But if you say it, then you could have just asked, like, you know, like, but it's weird. If the way I do it, if I want to get complimented, I'm like, hey, if you like it, tell me something. If you don't, then let's do something else. Like, that's how I do it. Not as straightforward, but I think that's like more, it gets the point across, you know, like I want to be complimented. There's no shame in it. It kind of reminds me of like when people go, no, like I don't want to be complimented. It's not that. It's just the way they said it was really rude. It's like, well, I don't, and they didn't really say it rude. They're just like, I don't quite like it. They're like, no, they didn't have to be rude like that. Like, it's not like I want to be complimented. It's like, no, but you do. It's not a shame. It's not a bad thing, you know? Being complimented feels good. I want to get, there are days I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I feel like shit about myself today. I want to be complimented. Well, why, how is that embarrassing? I've had conversations like this with so many people because people would come to me and they're like, I can't believe she said that to me. And I'm like, what happened? And I was like, I can't believe she said it. Like, she said she didn't like it. That's so rude. And I'm like, oh, well, I mean, if they don't like it, it's not their cup of tea. It's fine. They're like, no, like they could have said it better. Like, I don't want to be complimented, but like, you know. And I'm like, no, but you do. I don't understand how that's an insult. But maybe that's me, because I'm a little bit dumb. I'm not very good at social cues, as you can tell. So most of the time, chat, my strat is to say absolutely fucking nothing. Because I realize sometimes that's the only way to go. And it's gotten me out of situations, man. Michi always wants to be complimented. That is true. I mean, you don't have to, because I know I'm great. Type shit. I know I'm her. I'm just better. We are all wired differently. That is indeed a string of sentences that you choose to make. That is true, though. I'm a very straightforward person. During days where I'm like, I want to be complimented, I just tell people that. Instead of being like, what do you think? Wink, wink. Like, I just go like, yo, say something nice right now. Actually, just say nice things. I kind of want to hear that. Lie to me if you need to. Wink. Like, you're great. Thanks, chat. I know. Stop. Like, you're on. Stop, guys. Stop it. Keep going. Stop. If all people were like you, there would be less misunderstandings in the world. Yeah, but I feel like people would be considered rude. Like, sometimes I would say something and then my friend would be like, that's kind of rude. And I'm like, how is it rude? But I get it. Sometimes you just don't point it out. Sometimes you just don't say it. And keep it to yourself type shit. The hardest part about social, was it like norms, is knowing what to keep to yourself and what not to keep to yourself. I sometimes don't understand because it's like, I want to hear your honest opinion. That's why, as much as I shit talk, like I go like, I hate Shadow. I hate Shadow. Shadow's the only person that I can like I feel more comfortable talking to, because every time we would talk and then we'd bring up projects, right? I like Shadow asked me for my opinion, and I'd be like, "You want like dead ass opinion?" They're like, "Yeah," and I would give my opinion because sometimes I'm like, "It's good, but this, I think it's a bit weird." But if that's what you want, then go for it. There will always be a market out there, right? So like, go for it if that's what you're trying to do. But if I were you, I wouldn't have done that. And Chad'd be like, "Oh no, I see what you're trying to do," and then he actually like takes it into account and he doesn't get upset. Just him not getting upset is already, I appreciate it tons. However, same thing with Numi. Numi was like, "I can't believe you didn't like me at first." Yeah. And then she's like, "That's crazy, you admitted it." What do you mean it's crazy I admit it? You know though. Was I supposed to be like, "No, that's not true. Like, I liked you from the moment I..." No! You said it. It's probably obvious. And it's true. What the fuck else am I supposed to say? It's like, I can't believe, like, I noticed you didn't like me at first. Well, alright, well, cat's out of the bag, right? No use in lying now. If she didn't say that, I would lie a little bit. But the fact that she pointed it out, I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, you already noticed. Can't lie. But we ended up getting close. I don't think, like, I never disliked her. I never hated her. It's just, I didn't think we'd get along. That's it. There's like, there are people that you talk to that you're like, "Oh, we're gonna get along easy." And there's people that you're like, "I have to make a lot of effort to get along with you." And even then, there's a chance we're not gonna get along. There's nothing bad about it. That's just one of those people. You have a really bad radar. In my defense though, Numi in the past was so different. Alright, like Numi back then is so different from the Numi now. And also, when we talked, there were so many moments where Numi's like, "Damn, like, I have to put in so much effort to talk to you," and I'm like, "I'm so sorry," but that is true. Like Numi communicates.
Michi.
Is she though? A lot of her is still the same. She, in my opinion, she has changed. I don't mean this in the bad. I don't know how to word it. I have brain fog, but I feel like she's kind of toned down a little bit, or like a good amount. And also, her voice has changed, because back then her voice was like higher. I kind of noticed that. Like, her voice back then was higher. Nowadays, it's like a little bit lower. I feel like she's kind of toned down a little bit more. Not in a like, oh, good. Like, it's not that. It's just, it's a little different. Like, I think the Numi in the past was great. But in my defense, my first impression was Numi in the past. And I was like, "Oh, I don't think I can get along with people like this very easily." Not that I hate them. It's just, I don't know what to say. You know? Michi, you're digging a hole. Numi knows this though. I told her this all the time. Like, every time she asks, I'm honest about it. Because she knows I have trouble talking to people that are very, like, expressive. I have a slightly harder time talking to them because I get flustered very easily. And then once I get flustered, I just say nothing. And I'm just like, "Oh, sick." And that's all I say. So it's a bit, like, tough. I'm extroverted. I've told people this. I'm extroverted. I just have social anxiety, right? And Numi's not even extroverted, chat. Numi is not extroverted. They have, I don't know the right word. Like, I know what I want to say, but I'm scared that the wording choice I'll pick sounds mean, but it's not mean. Like, I don't mean it in a mean way. I want to find like a nicer way of wording it, but it's like, you know, if someone has like a loud personality, like a big personality, that, I don't know how to word that in a, it's not bad. It's just, bam, you know what I mean? Like, not, maybe outgoing, perhaps? Or like bang. You know, like they feel things deeply and they express themselves deeply, and I am very bad at that. Because I am very bad at recognizing these things. And I also am very bad at expressing it too. So that's why it would probably not, it'd be tough for me to get along. When I first, like, my first impression of Numi was from clips. And I didn't think we'd get along. Because from the clips
Stop
of her...
farming, little BRO.
No, like, from the clips I saw of Numi, it's her, like, saying stuff like that. So I was like, oh, man. When I say vulgar things, it's a story. It's a real story that happened. And I'm just simply going, like, it's like, chat, I tripped and fell. Same thing with, like, chat, I shat and my butthole aches. Like, that's a story. But I don't go, like, oh, man, guys, like, I'm gonna, oh, you know, like, I'm not freaky like that yet. Like, I'm not at that point. So sometimes when people do talk like that, I don't know how to respond, and I don't think we get along very easily. That's all. Maybe we would change how we talk for each other, but I take a while to do that. I always want to be able to like talk, like I want to be able to banter properly. It's just difficult. Didn't you say some wild shit in Japan? Yeah, I did. But again, it's a joke. You know, like I would make jokes like that. Sure, like I'm not going like, ew, sex jokes. Pew. It's not that. It's just if it's all the damn time to describe something good. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to word it. It sounds horrible when I try and word it. Numi says you're freakier than her. Okay, low-key, sometimes I get what she means. I say some shit at any given time. That's the difference. So, yeah. But hey, I don't regret it. I don't regret getting to know Numi. We are now friends.
For Numi, yeah. Some of her older videos were like that. But others were legit lore. Like the time she willingly got into an unmarked white van.
Yeah.
That was the clip that got me into watching Vtuber streams.
No, like some of them were legit lore. But I understand. Like, maybe it's also a slight ESL. Who knows? Why do we keep digging? This is not a dig, as I already told Numi all of this. If anything, once we got closer, Numi said, like, it's crazy how we became friends. Because even Numi was like, you're not the type of person I would honestly, like, make an effort to befriend, usually. And I'm like, yeah, no, I get that. I get it. It's like, there are people that are very, like, my friends, you know? And I'm very, like, I talk to you once every 3 weeks and I call it a day. I go like, hey, you alive? Yeah, what's up? Nothing. Take this meme. Sick. Done. End. Conversation stops there. I don't really talk to you for like the next couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, if I feel like it. I'm a very like, we talk once and that's it, you know? But keep in mind, I do consider you a good friend. I'm very like detached sometimes. Even Numi was like, I didn't think we'd be friends. I was like, yeah, I didn't think that either. The only time I message my friends is when we're gonna hang out. Same. Like, there are people in my life that I don't, like, I do keep up daily with, but most of the time I don't do that. I don't have the bandwidth for it. It's different. It's a different, like, vibe. Methinks. Take a chance on me. If you notice that, chat, a lot of my friends are very, like Giga core. I think when I first spoken to Giga, I was like, we're gonna be friends. And in my little head, we're gonna be friends. I remember one time, like, there was a time Giga's like, hey, I just want you to know, like I hope we're chill. And I literally responded with like, what the fuck did I do? I was like, what? Because I know damn well Giga can't do shit. So I'm like, what did I do this time, bro? Giga's like, no, I'm just like, I'm having those days. Because like, sometimes people have those days where you just wonder if your friends like you or not. Giga's having those days. She's like, I hope we're chill. I'm like, girl, you fucking shocked me. I thought I said something on stream. What the fuck? Crazy, yeah? Like, I don't take anything personally. Most of the time you can say whatever and I'm never gonna be like, that is rude. And if I didn't like what you said, I will just tell you. I'll be like, oh, didn't laugh. That was a bit weird. But I don't hate you. You know what I mean? Like, I will never hate someone. You could say something weird and I'd be like, oh, that's weird. It's all right. Like, move on. And then we just pretend like it doesn't exist, I guess. It just ain't that serious. So people that are like, let's talk. Like, let's have a talk. I'm like, oh. Instantly, it's like withered. It takes a lot for you to hate someone, though. Yeah. Even then, I don't hate them. I just, like, I won't think of you. You know, it's like, I don't know you, little bro. I'm not, if I dislike someone, I can't just be like, oh, I don't like you. It's either I like you or I don't know you. And I can, but if I don't like someone, that I don't have any more energy to think about them. And that's why I can't hate them. Not because I'm nice, chat. It's gently because if you did something that really pissed me off, I'm not gonna think of you anymore. Because, like, it takes a lot of effort to do that, too. Because I would have to be like, hey, you did this, I'm gonna give you the chance. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, I'll do it, but most of the time, I will tell people something that I'm like, I don't like that. I hate you. I can't believe it. Can't believe I said that to Mono. And I did with my full chest. That's true. I will tell people, I'd be like, hey, you did this. I didn't quite like that. But that's it. Most of the time, I don't gaff. It's just not serious. Nothing in this life is that serious, chat. Dead ass. If I have to put in like so much effort and I have to lock in for like a friendship, you gotta know that I'm locked the fuck out. All right, it's tough. It's not the best thing, but I do realize I am that kind of person. It's like we can lock in every now and then, but if I have to lock in every day for a friendship, I can't even lock in every day for work. You think I'm gonna lock in for this friend? I can't. It's just not something I can do. If let's say it's like, oh, you're going through something, I'll be there for you, and I will be there consistently. But if you're always going through something for 3 years straight, dead ass. Like, one thing that pissed me off. Well, not pissed me off, but something that always makes me like, okay, listen, like, you can't be mad at me for not giving a shit. Is if someone has a problem, they can fix it, but they just don't want to fix it. And then they complain about it over and over for like months. I've met people who are like that. I get it. But bro, if you're not gonna make the effort, what makes you think I will? You know, like, I'm not gonna be like, no, please, do this, do that. No. By the end of the day, you gotta do it. I can be here to motivate you, and I can be here if you want to vent or cry or complain. But if all you're doing is complaining, then... Like your I actually put in a good ton of effort for that. Like, small improvements is better than nothing. Alright? Like, the moment chat's like, you gotta focus on this, I do. I try my best. Like, I focus on it. I try to be eating more. I try to be eating more regular. It's okay to vent. It's okay to vent frequently. But if it's a situation that you can't change, that makes sense. But if it's a situation that you can change, like, low-key, you could have done something. Like, you can still do something to kind of make the problem go away. But you just go like, oh yeah, but I don't want to do it. It's like, oh. Did you eat today? I did. I woke up at my mom's house and my mom feeds me. So I actually ate a whole meal this morning. I had a whole rice with eggs and tempeh and vegetables. I had a whole damn meal. My mom will never be like, how dare you go back home empty stomached? But Rachi knows this. Every time I tell people, it's like, trust me, you don't have to worry about me disliking you because you will know. I'm not the type to be like, oh my god, I know she hasn't messaged me. Does she hate me? No. You will know if I dislike you because I will tell you. I'll be like, dude. I've said this to Numi. If I say shit like, I hate you, I don't hate you. But if I just go like, damn, okay, man. Or I just go like, okay, after like essaying and then shit like that, I'm the more like, okay. Like, I just give up. It's very obvious. It's so obvious when you hate someone, but at the same time, the people you hate are the kind of people who are super oblivious to that kind of thing. No, like, every people that... I don't hate them, but people that know I don't fuck with them, they know I don't fuck with them. Trust me, it's so obvious. Because if I go out of my way to be like, yeah, well, you did this thing, so I didn't quite appreciate that. And I didn't think it was very, like, proper for you to do it. And then you do it again. I'd be like, hey, I kind of noticed that thing I told you. You did it again. And then the third time, it's like, you did it again, by the way. I just stop. Ever since, I just stop. Like, poof. It's very obvious. I'm not the type to be like, oh, we're having a good time, but you said one wrong thing, and I'm gonna assume the worst, and boom, I dislike you. I don't assume. Like, if I like you, and you did something weird, I'm gonna ask why you did it. Not because I'm, like, mad. I just wanted to know. Like, why did you choose to say that? Or why did you choose to do that? Not in a bad way, just let me know. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Still, I don't quite like it, but where you're coming from makes sense. Whoa!
About this love. No, you want it. No, you want it. I need you to hear me out and take a sip. No, you want it. No, you want it. I don't even know what to say anymore. Get a top, I guess. No, you want it. No, you want it. I don't even know why you're still here. The ad is over.
Oh. Well, guess I'll try it. This kitty. Whoa, this is the best thing ever. I feel so full of passion and fruit and mangoes.
Hey, you look cool. Take my skateboard.
Thanks, dude. Yippee! Whee!
No, you want it. No, you want it.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Get a top, I guess.
No, you want it. No, you want
don't forget to subscribe, rate this 10 out of 10 stars, and give love to Bao.